as of right now, this is the future of gaming. Today I'm going to be informing you about how video games have come along since their beginning to what they are now and what the future could be. History.com tells us that video games have been around for decades, starting from arcade systems, going up to home consoles, to handheld consoles, to PCs, portable computers, and the phones we carry as well in our everyday lives. In 1952, British professor A.S. Douglas created OXO, which is basically like tic-tac-toe. In 1962, Steve Russell at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology invented Space Wars. This was the first video game that could be played in multiple computer installations. Now, video games in the 70s and 80s kind of had their heyday in reaching milestones. These milestones were things such as the release of Space Invaders in 1978. 1979 was the launch of the company Activision, which we know as the developers of games such as Call of Duty, big titles like that. The U.S. was also introduced to Japan's Pac-Man, and we all know how popular that game is. We were then introduced to Donkey Kong, which then introduced us to Mario. And then Microsoft released their first flight simulator game. And when you hear console wars, you normally think of PlayStation versus Xbox. But the first console war was, in fact, against Sega and Nintendo. Now, from where we are now in video games, Stash.com tells us that esports has exploded in its popularity in games, such as League of Legends, World of Warcraft, Halo, Fortnite, Apex, Overwatch, all those titles. And there's this quote from that website that says, "These games now, like Uncharted or God of War, their stories are ridiculous. They have scripts that are longer and larger than movies," McGinnis says, adding that many last up to 15 to 20 plus hours because these stories are so immersive and they put so much into it. Now, from where we're going in the future, like I said, this is most likely, as of right now, the future of our gaming. Something, that's going to keep improving are going to be graphics in the games that we see, of course. Something else that's going to be improving as well will be hardware and software for PCs, because they're trying to get in on the jump and trying to get in on the action as well. And a quote from this article, BCS.com, says, "As technology advances, we will see games become completely immersive experience. Imagine fully encompassing make-believe worlds that you can control with your mind and your body. Advances in technology and the rapid growth of the esport gaming community will help shape the future of gaming." So today I've informed you about the past, the present, and the future of what we know as gaming. Thank you.